Hello, welcome, or welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz, and I'll be guiding you on this journey today. This is a reading for the 1-3 Human Design Profile, or the Investigator Martyr. If you don't know what your Human Design Profile is, there is a link in the description below for you to get your Human Design Body Graph, and your profile will be listed on there. Definitely be sure to check out your zodiac sign readings as well. Those are all ready to go. And if you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed to my channel. Thank you either way. I'm glad that we're here. So I don't take the jumpers for this spread, but I love when the deck is all chatty. That's a good sign. This is a 3-card spread. So the first card is your current energy, or the energy that is surrounding you. The second card is the energy that's leaving or that's no longer serving you. And the third card is the energy that's coming in or will be available to you. So let me just get a couple good shuffles in here, and then we'll get your spread out for our 1-3s. All right. There we go. That's kind of weird how the deck split. I mean, we'll roll with it. Okay, current energy, we have the Magician. Love it. What's leaving, the Moon, also love it. And what's coming in, the 5 of Swords, less loving that. To clarify the Magician, we have the Justice card. To clarify the Moon, we have the Page of Pentacles. And to clarify the 5 of Swords, we have the Chariot. Look how many major arcana cards. We have the World card at the bottom of the deck. Like, full stop. It's kind of how that feels. I haven't even been like reading the bottom of the deck, but we're gonna leave it. Look how many major arcana cards you have. Nobody else has had this many major arcana cards. I mean, literally 4 out of 6. Big stuff going on here. So we start with the Magician and the Justice card. The Magician, I believe, is Mercury, so it's either Gemini or Virgo. Justice is Libra. The Moon is Cancer, or some people say Pisces. And then the Chariot is also Cancer. I mean, Cancer is ruled by the Moon, so we're just going to roll more with that. Interesting. I mean, not that any of those have to have any significance whatsoever, just pointing them out. So, okay. What I'm getting from the Justice, or from the Magician and the Justice card, is like, it's like creating a life that you deserve. Going after the things that you deserve. Honestly, it's almost even, it feels a little like Delulu in a way, but it's really delusion in the sense of, why not? Like, why not me? Why not this thing? Why not even try it? Like, YOLO, right? You only live once, so F it. Anytime the Magician shows up, it literally says that you have exactly what you need to create the thing that you want to create. Like, I think a lot of us can sometimes get stuck in, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that, I don't, like, just the timing is bad. Right. It's like waiting for a specific set of circumstances to be available in order to actually do a thing, right? But the Magician has every single element at their disposal, and also the right amount of that element. I always 100% of the time, I give the example of Harry Potter and the Sword of Gryffindor, because the Sword of Gryffindor shows up to the exact person who needs it for the exact reason that they need it at the exact time that they need it. You little goose. You little goose. Chewing on his bone. Like, I don't know if that's loud for you guys, so I hope it's not annoying, though. I will probably eventually ask him to, like, officially stop, because... Okay, right, Sword of Gryffindor shows up at the exact time, for the exact purpose, and then it disappears, right? It moves on to, like, the next thing. That's a Magician card. You have exactly what you need right now. And whatever you think you're lacking, whatever also too that you don't even know that you need, right? Like whatever it is will show up for you at the exact time that you need it, for the exact purpose that you need it for. The only thing is, like, the catch is you have to start, right? Because it is a 1. So the Justice card is 11. So we have 111 here also. So, you know, there's that. It's 311 right now as I'm doing this reading. New beginnings all over the place. Okay? Justice card is about the scales balancing, fairness, truth, too. There's like a fate and a bit of karma wrapped in there, too. But again, right, like, and where is Venus right now? Pisces, which is interesting because, like, you know, some people associate the moon to Pisces. But yeah, current energy, dudes. It's like I said, like, it's like literally creating something. And maybe it's even wanting to create something that is more accessible or more fair in some capacity. Maybe it's wanting to create more balance in your own life and prioritizing, you know, the different the different elements with the Magician card. Very interesting, actually. There could be even somebody that is like, there's some sort of motivation here. I'm not entirely sure what that is. It does just seem, though, that there is some sort of like external motivation, whether it's, you know, another person motivating you, or you have a vision for yourself and somebody external to you. So that's what you're using as motivation. I don't know. That's interesting, though. And honestly, part of the reason why I'm saying that is, okay, look at this. I know I'm like kind of jumping ahead here, but does the guy on the Magician card look similar to that guy on the 5 of Swords? Honestly, the only reason why I'm saying that is the wings thing, and that they both look like masculine energies to me. All of the rest of these cards appear feminine. I mean, the depictions on them are feminine, but even the energy of the cards feel feminine, except for the Magician and this guy on the 5 of Swords. So it is interesting about, like, you know, when we think of masculine energy, not gender, but the masculine energy, you know, we think of like go-getting and getting shit done, right? And taking the reins on something, you know, law or order. I was going to say law and order, but discipline, right? Like those type of vibes. And when we think of feminine energy, we think of receiving, right? Like things coming to us. We think of intuition. We think of nurturing, birthing things into, 10,000 steps, even though, I mean, the last few there were just for me moving my arms, but whatever. Anyway, so feminine, right? Like birthing things into existence, even not necessarily like a literal human, but just, an idea, right? A manifestation that you are working on, a job, a house, whatever, right? Like birthing something, not only birthing it, but incubating it, right? I mean, like it takes a while to create life, right? Like it is it's in the womb for some time before it is actually birthed. So I do think that this is really, we're gonna end up over here, but what is in the position of leaving is the Moon card and the Page of Pentacles. And this to me feels like not knowing what to do, or being almost even kind of blasé or like passive about it. The Moon card is about uncertainty. It is the feminine, right? I mean, even just looking at the difference between the Magician and the Moon card, I feel like the Moon card would also be growing in private. Like I know that's not the saying that I'm trying to remember, but there is a saying that it's like hustle in private, or like something about not being loud about your growth or about what you're doing or where you're going, what your plans are. And in part that's because, first of all, we don't need other people's opinions, right? Like not right now. We're not accepting opinions, criticisms, ideas, blah, 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 right? Like we got it. Especially with that first line, right? Like you've done the research. Now it's like, it's time to try it out. Like the third line, trial and error thing, right? See if it holds water. But yeah, it just kind of has this energy of like covertly doing something or not being loud about what you are finding an interest in. The Page of Pentacles is like the literal apprentice. It's the newbie, right? It's like, when you first start a job and you're like in training, it's that type of energy. Or going to school, or, getting involved in a trade or something, right? To the point where you are still learning about it. But they're like literally sitting up in this tree, playing a guitar. Like it feels very leisurely. And that's what I meant like before about being passive. And maybe even a bit unsure too about like where you want to invest your resources, invest your time, because this is in the position of what is leaving. So there is some sort of clarity that is happening over here. And what is coming in is this Five of Swords in the Chariot. There is going to be like some sort of tension that is going to like propel you forward though. This is very interesting, people. The Five of Swords for me is a battle of wits. Swords have to do with our mind, our mindset, thoughts, belief systems, truth, and honesty. I mean, it is air, right? I mean, Justice is an air card. I also see swords as being the suit of ego. Because that's generally where we hear our ego is in our minds. And our ego is created by the stories that we attach to feelings, to experiences, to circumstances. And it becomes our belief system, right? Like it becomes our temperament, our personality. And there are usually other people involved with the Five of Swords. Like This guy is walking off with the Three of Swords. There's two swords sticking out of her back. And what is so interesting about this Five of Swords is that, to me, it feels like these two swords are penetrating her exactly where wings would be. My stomach just dropped because this honestly feels like a wedding dress to me all of a sudden. But like the Justice card there, you know, she has wings here, like clipped wings, right? That took a turn. that took a wild turn. It is interesting though. You know, I mean, this Magician could be somebody in your life, whoever it is, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be like it could be a person that you work with. It could be a boss. It could be a friend. It could be a parent. It could be, you know, the person that you are in a relationship with. You know, I mean, it just depends on your situation. But if they hold all of the cards, right? The Justice card then would be being in an energy of, again, like either having to do with fairness, getting what you feel you deserve. The Moon card and the Page of Pentacles would be almost kind of like holding back in some capacity. Because again, you know, no matter what, like the Moon card is about either not having all of the information, you know, also like illusions, feelings. The Page of Pentacles is still, you know, I mean, just somebody starting something new. And then, okay, so then over here, right, with this Five of Swords, whatever is going on with this Five of Swords, because it is some type of conflict, some type of tension here. But there's some sort of separation that's happening here too, because this person back here that's holding the Three Swords they are leaving. This person does seem to be in distress. It is, of course, too, right? Like what stories are being attached to that? Like, what is the mindset here? But it propels you forward, though. So it like, whatever is going to happen with this, whether it's a fight, whether it is just some sort of like blowout where it's, you know, done in some capacity, it does give you the energy, the confidence, the desire even to move forward, to follow your own path, to be divinely guided, to move maybe. We have the World card at the bottom of the deck also. So again, right, like there is some sort of completion here. Whatever the cycle is, there is completion. We have the King of Pentacles behind that, the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Like, there's a lot of growth here. And the only technical negative-ish thing is that it may just come out of an interaction, an argument, some sort of conflict. Again, you know, like even just no longer allowing yourself to be manipulated by somebody, or even taking yourself out of a situation where, you know, maybe you do feel like you are in a constant battle of wits with somebody, and moving forward, moving past it, not putting any more energy into it. And truly, like, that does end a cycle here for you. Very interesting. I hope that all made sense. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.